Hello, welcome to week 2 of Feast at Home in my kitchen. My name is Miss Jordan. Today we're going to be making orange glazed carrot ribbons. They're going to be so delicious. Let's get started. Carrots come in all kinds of colors and shapes. Today I'm going to be using orange, purple, and yellow carrots to make my carrot ribbons. Carrots are also root vegetables. So this is a carrot that came from my garden. You see how tiny it is? I'm not using carrots from my garden today because this is how big they are and I'd need a lot of them. But you can see that there is dirt on this carrot because it came from underground. This right here is the part that's on top of the ground, the greenery. And the orange part is under the ground, and it is the root part of the plant. All right, are you ready to read this recipe and get into some carrot making? I sure am.
So here we have our recipe for orange glazed carrot ribbons. On the left side are the ingredients, on the right side are the directions. Let's go through it really fast. So first we're going to need between 4 and 6 large carrots. Ta-da! Next we are going to need 1 or 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using grapeseed oil. It gives us a choice here too, and we're going to talk about why it gives us that choice later when we're at the step where we need the oil. Next we're going to need 1 tablespoon of honey. We're also going to need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Remember, we talked about those fractions last time. 1 line and then 4 is read as 1/4. Next we're going to need 1/2 an orange. So if there's a 2 on the bottom, we say 1/2. Oh, you can't see that part. See down there, there's more. Alright, so let's get started making some carrot ribbons.
Before you start cooking, wash your hands. Before you start cooking, wash your hands. Rub the soap in between your fingers so they're clean. Before you start cooking, wash your hands. Before you start cooking, wash your veggies. Before you start cooking, wash your veggies. Make sure you scrub them all really, really well. Before you start cooking, wash your veggies.
Now I'm going to show you how to peel the carrot. I'm going to first use a paring knife to cut off the ends. When you're using a knife, you have to be really careful so that you don't cut yourself. I'm going to hold the carrot like this, far away from where I'm going to cut. Then I'm going to carefully cut off the end and put it in my composting pile. I'm going to turn the carrot around and do the same thing on this side. Sometimes on a thick end, you have to go up and down, or you might have to go back and forth, saw into the carrot. And look at how pretty the inside of this carrot is. So now to peel the carrot, we're going to use a peeler like this. A peeler is sharp on the inside, but not on the outside. So when you're peeling, you have to make sure that it's flat on your carrot. You also want to hold on to the carrot on one end, and you want to place your peeler a few centimeters away from your fingers so you don't peel your fingers. You're going to push straight down and then slide the carrot away from your fingers to remove the peel. Then you're going to rotate the carrot and repeat. Remember, always peel away from your fingers, away. Peel away, peel away, peel away. Peel away, peel away, peel away from your fingers. Peel away from your fingers so you don't lose them. All right, now this part is where my fingers were, so it's unpeeled. I'm just gonna turn the carrot and hold it over here and do the same thing. Peel away from my fingers. Peel away from my fingers. I won't peel my fingers, 'cause that will not feel good. Ta-da! Peeled carrot. To make the ribbons, we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did to peel the carrot, except we're going to not rotate the carrot. We're going to keep it on one side and peel, and we're going to keep these on the board. And just keep peeling from the same spot. And the peels will get thicker. And because this is a rainbowy carrot, they're going to get to be really colorful. Peeling is using force to push down and motion to slide. Force and motion. You've got to really use your arm muscles to get your carrot peels to come out in one piece. And go slowly. The slower you go, the more control you have of your peeler and of the size of your peels. I've gotten to the point where it's really too thin to keep going. So I'm gonna pull out my handy dandy paring knife and I'm gonna hold my carrot steady as I cut right where it starts to get thin. Now I'm gonna cut those in half and I'm gonna set those aside. This part I'm also gonna set aside. Now we have our bowl of rainbow carrots shaved into ribbons. And we're gonna bring them over to the stove to cook them in a pan. Carrot ribbons. If you're making this at home, make sure that there is a grown-up nearby who can help you to make sure that you're staying safe. So this is all gonna be hot. The pan's gonna be hot, underneath is gonna be hot, the whole area is gonna be hot. All right, I'm gonna turn the stove on to medium heat. Make sure you look and find the number in between high and low or where it says medium. Then I'm going to add my oil. Depending on how big your pan is, you will use 1 or 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna fill up my spoon and drizzle it on the pan. I have a big pan, so I'm gonna use 2. Sometimes we even need more oil than that to make sure that there's enough to keep everything from sticking. I'm also going to wipe out my spoon so I don't drip oil. To know that oil is ready, you get a little bit of water and sprinkle it. If it sizzles, then the oil is hot enough. Now it's ready. I like to use tongs because they are my favorite kitchen tool. Nom, 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 nom. They can grab things and drop them in. If you don't have tongs, you can just use a spoon or a spatula, and you can pour them in very slowly, very carefully. Then you want to mix up your vegetables so that oil is coating all the carrots. But do so carefully and slowly so that you don't lose any carrots. Then after they've all gotten coated, I'm going to find a lid and I'm going to cover my carrots so that all the waters and juices get trapped inside. And I'm gonna let them sit for 5 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer so that I can check them and stir them and see if they're ready. So we're gonna check the carrots, but first I wanna show you what's going on my pan. Do you see the steam that's coming out? Steam is what happens when water gets really hot and it gets to what's called its boiling point. The water changes from a liquid, like what we drink, into a gas or steam. All right, now we're going to use an oven mitt to lift off the cover. Ooh, sizzle! I'm going to set the cover aside and use my oven mitt to hold the pan and stir, because I don't want it to stick or burn, which it's starting to do that. So I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit. Now we're going to test for softness. I noticed that when I push down with the point of my tongs that the carrots are soft. So they're actually done. They didn't need very much time to cook because they were so thin. I'm going to turn off the heat and I'm going to get my bowl and put the carrots in the bowl. The steam from the water that was inside the carrots helped them cook faster. So now they're going to have a nice soft taste from the steam and a nice flavor from being cooked in a little bit of oil in a pan. Be very careful when you're doing this and get every little bit out. Now I'm going to take 1/4 of the orange. Remember, 4 of these pieces would make a whole orange. 1/2 plus 1/2 would also make a whole orange. There's a little lesson on fractions. So I'm going to squeeze the juice all over my carrots. Squeeze. Really use your muscles, but don't let any orange pulp get in there. All right, wipe my hands. Next it says 1 tablespoon of honey. Let's get our honey. Remember, tablespoons are bigger than teaspoons. And, oops, that's upside down. Tablespoons are also nicknamed with TBSP. I'm gonna take my honey, use my spoon and scoop it out. Ooh, it's so drippy. I'm gonna scrape the drips off and then drizzle that honey. A rubber spatula can get every little bit out so that you don't waste anything. All right, next, I'm gonna wipe my honey spoon out. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Shake, 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 shake. And stir it up. These are gonna be so yummy. It's like double orange. Orange plus orange. Do you notice that these purple carrots kind of look like bacon? Imagine that, a vegetable could look like a meat. I've put some carrots in a bowl and now I'm going to try one. If I can get it to stay. Oh boy. It's so soft and sweet and salty and tangy. All those things together is actually quite amazing. I hope that you enjoy making these carrots at home just as much as I am enjoying them now. This might be my new favorite way to eat carrots. And I'm going to eat them on a little bit of rice. So they could be a side dish to something bigger in your meal. And you know what? Helping to make dinner shows your parents that you really care about them. Thanks for joining me for Feast at Home. I'm Miss Jordan, and I'll see you next week.